got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers, the mission.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Murata Music with 3-piece TCG, Pirates TCG, and 2D as requested. That BP Monkey D Luffy post ban. It's the PB and the PB. Oh yeah. Smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in the comments, let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. Now, I know you see the thumbnail and you're wondering, where can I get some of that? Come on down to kdesign.com, Murata Music, 3-piece TCG gets you 25% off your entire order. That's fucking dope. Oh yeah, finally got the big faces. Yeah, they got some things going on here. All the music you hear is from me, and if you want to join the gang, do consider following. Now they go by Eminem, Perez, Higginbotham, K Design, and Homeland, and the letters R, L, and S. There's too many colors. There's too many one letters. I love you guys, and I thank y'all for keeping this boat afloat. But yeah, come on down, be smashing, finger popping, putting on that pressure, or big city hooping for the whole shebang. Get some games in with your boy. All right, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we though? Okay, so BP Luffy, super hot on him, very up on Black Purple Luffy for a time. Still love it, still an amazingly fun deck. And I said, you know what, gang, y'all want it, let's go for it. I've had so many different builds. My main issue with it today, though, just to be straight up honest with you, is as much as I was happy to see some sort of shakeup in the ban list, because I didn't want to go into LCQ with the most stale meta of all time, right? Not the most stale, but you get what I'm saying. Let me see how I put it. So they didn't do anything to the leaders or cards that Black Purple Luffy loses to. Yes, Black Purple Luffy did go down a notch, and I guess that's cool. But excuse me, Blue Purple Luffy. But Black Purple Luffy didn't really have an issue going into them all too much to begin with. We were like 50-50 at worst, all right? And if you were an experienced Black Purple Luffy and you knew what you were going up against in a Blue Purple Luffy and you knew what to look for, you kind of had that match. You know what I mean? It would go your way as often as it wouldn't, right? And in the card game RNG, that's as much as you could ask for. As a matter of fact, our deck is a little more forgiving than theirs would be, right? Because if they don't see their pivotal cards on curve, they're F'd in the A. We can search, we can do things. We got Dawn to move around. We're all right. But green is still abysmal. Green is still abysmal. They didn't get rid of any particular or inhibit any type of green card that is going to throw us off. Now, when I talk about green, I'm absolutely talking about Bonney. Now, that should be hope. That should be hope. That should be reason to play the deck, because you're saying, okay, hang on. I got a pretty fair, even matchup against the majority of the cast, with the exception of Bonney. Well, the thing is I don't know. Maybe I'm a little spooked. I've had too much Bonney representation. And every online regional I've been in, I think I've seen at least 3, which is pretty wild when you think about 9 games, a third of them, 9 to 10 games, and a third of them are one particular leader. Maybe I'm a Bonney magnet. I don't know. But that has made it pretty tough for me to just kind of overlook them. Now, I do know that at the end of the day, these are scratch-offs. These are scratch-off opportunities. These are chances for us to show up to a tournament and see if we can pilot our deck against all the best matchups for us and then take it into the finals. And yes, we might run into some adversity here or there. You know, we might run into the one matchup we didn't want to see, and sometimes we can win it. You know, sometimes they draw poorly, we draw what we need, and we make it happen, right? Sometimes they're a little hubris where, you know, oh, they're playing us, they're supposed to win, and maybe they autopilot and they make a mistake. There's a billion variables, but the main variables we look for when you sign up for a large tournament is you know what you're doing. Now you need to do is see your cards and the right opponents, and you will skate to the finish, right? Well, I went into just about every matchup I could think of, and I'm going to, obviously I'm going to share that with you guys, and we're going to see how this list goes into the meta as we know it. The only thing, oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, I kind of did one ofs for the most part. I didn't really do best of threes here or there, like, but I just bing, 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 bing. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. And real quick, let's go over the list because I have changed it up just a tad in the past weeks. So for those of you know, Dawn times one, everyone gets +1 cost, and when 2 or more Dawn cards are returned, you get to grab one active, one rusted. Okay, so I'm still rocking Law because Law's going to search anything that's Straw Hat Crew or Heart Pirates and is 2 or above. And the main thing is that yes, I have Gamma Knife for green for Kid, so we can get over that wall. I've got Brook for Kid, so we can get over that wall. You swing once with Brook, you minus walk it out by 2. That takes him from 8 to 6 alone with no, you know what I mean, without investing Dawn in the Brook or whatever. So if you put one on Brook, now you're swinging 8 and a 6. You can swing 8 and a 6, 8 and a 6, 8 and a 6. You know what I mean? You start to being able to really knock them down. Those are the two major changes, as well as Big Boot Scoot Loof. Now the reason we got Big Boot Scoot Loof, it's kind of for the same reason. 10 and an 8, even if there's no reduction, you got to give me 2 cards or a blocker, right? And then this card kind of goes nowhere. This card is really tough to deal with, and I have found in the turns or the rounds or whatever you want to call it in the games that I'm able to Ronor Zoro, okay, and then Ronor Zoro again or Nico Robin again, kind of just rush to 9. If I'm going first, I go from 3 to 4, and then I go from 6 to 7, and then the next turn I play this guy. Almost nobody is ready to have a 9 cost 10k body when we're living in a world where there's no Great Eruption, there's no como se dice, there's no Ice Age, and frankly, we're at 9, and they might be at 7, or they're at 9 and they're at 6 actually. Yeah, they'd probably be at 6. So this thing gets to hang and bang for a while, draws us a card, and that's just a lot to deal with. We do got a little hand hate, not too much, but a little hand hate, and Nico Robin. And then, Gatling. I've moved this up to 3. I was rocking 4, but I wanted to make room for this and see how I like it. Of course, we're running 6 Giants minimum. And then we got Hell's Judgment here for Zoro. For Zoro and for Rayleigh. Anybody who would want to attack us multiple times, they're gonna get -3 into the ground, and we're gonna minus at least 2 of those attackers by 3k, and hopefully we're 7k leader, and then good luck with doing us. So one difference that I would point out between a list like this and a other popular lists that I also agree with, and this one was hang on one second. This one was sent to me by my guy. Hang on one second. Okay, so this is a list. This one was sent to me by my dog Shade Slayer. And I completely sign off on this. I completely sign off on this list as well. You've got, and reason why is because this is doing a lot of what you want to do. That there's one thing this list is going to do. It's going to give you your Broofy. It's going to give you your finisher, $500,000 Luffy. It's going to give you Hell's Judgment, and you're going to search the world between these two. This is a highly optimized, straightforward win, lose, or draw. This is what I'm going to do. This is probably, I would even argue, it's definitely going to be a more consistent list than what I have right now. It's a I'm going to live or die by this kind of deal. 16 2Ks is amazing. So, in my future, I want to go ahead and test this one out as well, because I kind of want to leave no stone unturned for LCQ. But right now, I just wanted to have that flexibility and see if we can beat green. So understand my logic in all of this is that if I can cover all my bases, with Black Purple Luffy and still win, I would like to do so. What I mean by that is if these cards really help me win the green matchups, right? these cards really help me win the green matchups. These 6 cards here. If they really make the difference in a green matchup, and it doesn't take anything away from my Rayleigh or my blue purple or my Zoro matchup, then let's run them and let's have an answer for everybody if we can. However, if we cannot have an answer for everybody, then I might as well punt the green matchup and say, yo, I'm running this come hell or high water. I'm not worried about Bonney. If I run into Bonney 5 times, I'll lose 5 times. I'm at peace with that, but I will beat everybody else because my deck will do what it wants to do every time. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a gamble, and I'm here for the gamble. I really do like it, love it, want some more of it. But for this one, I wanted to see. It reminds me, their only 2 blockers there are Frankie, it looks like. Yeah, only 2 blockers are Frankie. And I have 3 Onamis. And the reason why is because we get our board established, and then I start dropping these Namis and getting rid of cards that have little to no value to me in those moments. Because if I'm going against anything but green, probably don't care about a Gamma Knife. You know what I mean? Probably don't care about Brook at that moment if I can get into some Sanjis or some rush big cards. So we start, we might be at 10 Dawn and drop 2 Namis, and cycle 2 cards and see 4 more cards, you know what I mean? And have some blockers established to help preserve our board. So those are the kind of changes I've made. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into these smashes, shall we? Oh, it's going to be good. Okay, I don't know who we're going against, but we won that one, I guess. We choose to go second, it looks like. We're going to choose to go second. And we like that hand. We like the hand. We don't have a ramp in hand, but I'm assuming between the card we draw and then the next 4 cards we see, and then the next card we see, we should have one of our 12 ramp cards. Please, God of mercy. That's me believing in the heart of the card, something I definitely do not normally do. I like to see it in my hand personally, but we're going to go ahead and take a hit. Yowza. Okay, let's search again. Okay, we get a ramp. So we got a ramp. I think we need to ramp. There we go. We got a bunch of boot scoot Luffys. Let's swing 2 into Hiyori, please. Thank you so much. And we just want to cut that draw off. Now we're going to swing 7 into 5. Take that 5 life leader down to 4. It doesn't really feel that great. We're already that 4 life leader down to 3, unfortunately. Here comes Tashigi. They're going to be able to get rid of that and then swing into us. And I think that will take us down to 2 life. I'm not going to... Yeah, we're not getting out of those swings anytime soon. Ooh. Free ramp? Nah, we'll hold on to it. So the reason we hold on to that is because we're already where we want to be Dawn-wise. And frankly, we just want to be able to keep our Broofy alive when they turn it sideways and swing with the world at it. Swing at it with the world, I would say. So we've got our shit established. We've got plenty more where that came from. We've got the Luffy in our hand. We've got the Broofy in our hand. We got the Nico Robin. We're feeling pretty good. We even got Brook if we want to do a slower play and be able to kind of control the board. They're at 7 Dawn, which is a little awk for them. Because they would love, of course, at this stage in the game to play, como se dice, Dracula Mohawk. But that's not an option. So they do something suboptimal, in my opinion, and get rid of a 2K so that they can turn a Law sideways and KO it. The only thing I can think of is that you might be worried about me swinging with an with an excessive swing from me. Now, I don't want to take this. I don't want to take any hit, okay? But we're going to go ahead and gum Gatling away our extra Broofy, it looked like, and got out of that one. Let's do a little hand hate there. We don't need 2 of our finishers. At least we don't feel like it at that moment. And let's see what that can get rid of. Okay, so that got a 2K and a 1K out of their hand. That's great. We're about to get another 2K and a 1K out of their hand. Okay, they give us the blocker. That's fine by me. Another 2K and a 1K out of their hand, please. Perfect. Now, we are officially Horny Jones proof. Excuse me. We're not worried about Horny Jones whatsoever. We're going to go ahead and swing 5 because you were so worried about that before. Oh, yeah. They gave us a 2K. A 2K? That Law has officially done more than their business. That law found us our ramp and got a 2K out of their hand. They've got 6 cards in hand now. And here comes Dracula Mohawk. Gonna turn all the Dawn right side up. So we officially don't got to worry about Horny Jones right now. But that's a defensive play. That's a defensive play. No blockers established. Swinging 7 into 2. Yo, one would have to assume they're worried about some of the clapback variety. Something of the clapback variety. Now, my question to myself, okay, we do that. We draw some more cards. And if they want to swing 9 into us now, guess what? We can Gatling that Zoro and still stay healthy. The thing is with the secret Luffy, the $1 million Luffy, is that you want to be able to play it, use its ability, and stay fucking alive, right? We don't want to go down to 0 life swinging with that character unless you know you're gonna win the game. Now we got 2 life on board. I'm gonna swing 7, see what we can get, because they got 5 cards in hand. How much damage could they do? I'm potentially threatening a 7K swing, which I'm doing now, another 7, and 2 9s. If they take this, I might be inclined. Oh, okay, so I'm reading there might be a little Brick City. They might be the mayor of Brick City. Let's see what we can get. 7 to 5. And I'm also pretty much committed. Well, I say I'm pretty much committed. What's happening here is I say, okay, I've got 2 life, okay? I could play this out, swing, see what I get. If I get something I like, cool. I can just I can finish 2 9s, or B, I'm swinging here, which is a little dick dastardly. However, I got a blocker in hand. I can set up. I don't want to get rid of 2K. I don't want to get rid of a 2K, but that would be a blocker, 2 life, drawing 2 cards, etc. So that's kind of where my mind is at. But I'm in the zone right now, and I really feel like I got a read on them. I really feel like they don't got it like that. I really feel. Okay. They didn't restand their guy. No, that's a blunder. Yeah, you got to pay for that. You got to pay for that. Yeah, you got to pay for that. Yeah, you got to. Oh, Brick City? Running for mayor of Brick City. So I had the read on the brick. It's unfortunate that they didn't do that there. Even if they did, though, however, even if they did, it would have come down to... even if they did, they wouldn't have been able to save that card. However, they would have been able to play that out. Yeah. That's a very unfortunate happening there. So then they could have swung. Well, that would have died because, you know, they would have blocked with it, and then they would have had whatever. So what we'd be looking at is a 5K, 7K, and then possibly an 8K if they choose to play it. And if they did, I think the big move would be just 2 big swings. I think the big move would have been 2 big swings, and we're already at 7. We could go up to 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. We could go up to 14. So, yeah, you play him. You got 3. You got 3 Dawn up. You swing. That's a 2K. You swing 9, 2K, 1K. Yeah, we would have made it out. So they would have had to swing. I'm sorry. I'm really working this out because I really want to know. For Black Purple Luffy's sake. So if you would have attached 5 here and 5 there, that would have been 10. And 10 is a 2-2. And then 5 is a 12. Yeah, we would have fucking won that game. Wow. Being the 7K leader, either way, we would have won that game. That's amazing. Let's go to the next one. All right, if you guys know me, you know I'm not going to be satisfied with kind of what I considered to be a misplay, even though it didn't matter, which was crazy. So I decided to find one more, and we chose to go second again. And we're just trying to throw them off their curve. We don't want them to play Kuina on curve. We don't want them playing another hand that we take. We take another hand that has no ramp. We ramp there, thankfully. But anyways, oh, this is a little tough here. Yeah, might as well get our value. 6 and 6. Yeah, let's get the 2Ks out of their hand. And 5 life leader down to 3. That's big news. That's big news. Tashigi, getting rid of that. Anyways, so yeah, I want to see what we can get away with. Okay, so we're gonna swing 7 at that ass. Man, they got all the cards in hand. Okay, they got all the Dawn, all the cards. Swinging 7 to 7. Give him the 1K. We ain't worried about it. Give him a 2K. Yeah, don't want to do that, but whatevs. Now we can do a little hand hate. Yeah, we can do a little bit of hand hate. We can get rid of Zoro. Okay. They got rid of 2 Zoros. We're gonna down, move it up, down, left, right. Oh, switching it up like Nintendo. Backside into fake. You haven't said that in a while. And we have 4 Dawn up. We're ready for the Horny Jones to be played. No Jones is played. We go ahead and block that out, or we don't need to give him anything for that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and yes, there we go. Now everybody's worthless, and you can restand that. Okay, we can brook, and this is why it works. This is why it works right here. Okay, now right here, I'm thinking of gamma knifing that Dracula Mohawk, and then big city swings into their leader, and they have to have it, or they have to give me that blocker, which is going to take away a big city swing out of them. Oh my God. We get him down to 0. We get him down to 0. We got 2 Gum Gum Giants. If they play Horny Jones, it's our ass, but we really wanted them down to 0. Okay. We are riding the lightning. Will we get to keep them? Wow. Oh, wow, wow, wee, wow. Oh my God, you get it, sir. You get it. You get to do what you want. Yeah. Yeah, we ain't got shit. We ain't got shit. But guess what we do got? Guess what we do got? I'm going to swing. Here's what I'm about to do. I'm going to swing 6. Because you got 2 cards in hand. But these Zoros have been bricking up lately. I don't know what it is about when they see me. They just get bricked up. Hey, happens to the best of them, partner. Anyhow. So when they see me, they get bricked up. What if I swing 6 at them and they have 2 cards? That means you've got to have 2 1Ks in there. Or you got to block. If you block, that tells me go for the world. If you don't block, I lose. Let's see. I could do Broofy. But no, there's no way. I just got rid of my 2 giants. There's no way. Yeah, we got to go for it. They block. I like it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The fact that you couldn't just give me a 2K frivolously told me all I needed to know. Now, is this a I beat them or my deck beat their deck? I'm going to say both. I'm going to say both, and the reason is it was obviously my reads along the way, making sure they went down to 0 life and the aggressive approach that I understand I have to have with this leader. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a really good time. It's the aggressive approach I know I had to have with this leader that made the difference, and it's seeing the cards that I needed to see that made the difference. And that's why we won this game. So, does my deck beat their deck? My deck beating their deck feels like back when I did this Hellhound play. Wherever that was. Anyways, yeah. Back when I did the Hellhound play. Hell's Judgment play. Hellhound take their soul. That's so funny. That's when that made the difference. You get what I'm saying? That's when my deck is beating their deck. Nico Robin, get rid of the card, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that's when my deck beat their deck. But this was not that case. Anyhow, that's Zoro. That's how it can go. Let's see what else we got. All right, gang. We got ourselves a Sanji. Okay. And what do we got here? Got a pretty good opening hand. We don't got the cards we want to play like initially, but But hey, we got some turns to see him, and we're yeah that this is rough. Okay, so I'd say this is rough. This is not rough. This is not rough. We're gonna take another hit probably. We're gonna swing 5 into 5 into that 4 life leader, and we're gonna be at 7 next turn, so we can play Sanji, but we would really like to play Broofy, of course. So let's see what we can get out of this one. Now Sanji's a leader I hadn't seen too much of. I know that we did of the event we watched. Boy, was I gambling there. Uh, okay, we can swing 5 and 7, keeping up that pressure. Oh yeah. Anyway, Sanji is a leader that we did get to see one of immediate Red Rock. We did get to see a Sanji place in the top 32, I think, which is incredible. You know, it's incredible performance. Now all we can do is we could search or we could play Sanji, keep up the pressure. We decide to keep up the pressure with Sanji. Not gonna lie, gang. Them having that answer immediately for our Broofy was hashtag unfortunate. Swinging 7 into 5. Okay, so we're getting events. We got him down to 1 life, though, so I'm feeling pretty damn good about that. I would like to see the rest of my fucking usual suspects of victory, right? The usual suspects of victory are not present. I'm going to give him a 2K. I'll tell you what. We could give him Hell's Judgment. Yeah, make that minus, make that minus. And if we can keep this card alive, give him 2 2Ks. Give him 2 2Ks. I promise. Give him 2 2Ks. Give him 2 2Ks, please. Oh, man. Okay, that was the mistake. That was the mistake. Damn, that was tough. Should have did that because I could have swung the world at him twice. Instead of a 5 to 5. Yeah. Okay, that was the mistake. That was a mistake. Yeah. Now they're getting rid of our blockers. Yeah. Yeah. I could have swung. What is 5? We could have swung 11 twice. We could have swung 11 twice at him. And they would have had to have it. Yeah, now you want to swing with everything. Swinging 7 and 7. Yeah, 2. Yeah, they got the concussor. They're going to just give me 1K and block. That's not a big deal. Oh, they take. Shit, that 11-11 was the way to go. At this point, I'm coping with what I don't have. Yowza. I say we get a Gum Gum Giant. I say we Gum Gum Giant out of this one. Yeah. Get rid of that one. Okay, we get another rush, but he can't turn anybody sideways. They put that shit right back in our hands. We can give him a 2 and a 1. We decide to take. Okay, they get a 7. Are we going to try for our same magic we had last time? Man, that's tough, dude. That is big city tough. Okay, so we got that. It's abysmal. It's abysmal. Yeah. So they got a block. There goes 1. And that's the game right there. That is literally the game. Yeah. I would have to... Yeah, I can actually block out of a few of these. I can actually block out of a few of these, but like, yeah, no, that's yeah, we had one up, that's cool. But even if we had the Gum Gum Giant, there's no way in hell we're getting out of that one. That was a GG for sure. And then look at all the Gum Gum Giants they had. So I don't know. I do know that I should have just given my cards up back here when they were swinging at my guy back here, because we would have went into that next turn with 3 up. They would have had to bleed the block. They would have definitely had to bleed the block for me and give up their cards, give up their Dawn. They were at 6, or no, holy shit, they were at 9 Dawn. 9 Dawn, they would have went from 9 to 5 Dolly Parton style, and then they would have went back to 7, and that could have thrown them off just a tad bit. But yeah, I think at that point it was very important. Now They got rid of our Broofy the second it came out. There was just multitude of things that kind of went wrong. But hey, Sanji can hang and bang with the best of them. Keep that in your noggin. Keep that. Got it memorized? I'm not going to clear my throat next time. All right, gang. So they chose to go second. It is Bonney time. All right. Now, I'm probably going to. Okay. We get rid of that. We draw into a gamma knife. We really liked it. Okay. So you guys remember, I was telling you, if you can rush out a big boot scoot Luffy, that's the way to Goofy. That's what we're about to doofy. Bars. So we take our first hit. Not too wild about that. But I'm like, okay, cool. I could pull out my finisher Luffy, but what's that gonna do? That's gonna get frozen by Carrot, eventually, right? So it's like, how about we swing a little? What the fuck? Okay, 5 and 7. Okay, yeah, cool. No, we still got it. Got that 5 life leader down to 2. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, they do got every card in the world at their disposal, but they only have 6 Dawn. I'm assuming we're going to get a little Cavendish action or some sort of player-hating ass Carrot. We love Carrot. Love Carrot in the anime, but God bless, can't stand that card on the field when it's opposing me. So just kind of waiting to see what they're going to do. We do have a little bit of a development. We don't got too much Dawn to play with, though. Or excuse me, Dawn. We don't have any counter to protect with. So it looks like Cavendish is going to be off the table, but Captain Kidd is on. They did see me search the Gamma Knife. Okay, so they're going to do everything they can to get rid of that. That's why we hate Oroge. And I'm like, you know what, man? You know what? Swing? No. Big boot scoot. Put it up, down. Move it up, down, left, right, oh. Switch it up like Nintendo. Backside in the fakie. 10 to 5. They take. Give him another 5. Give him another 6. Give him a 5. Just in case. We're already so high in Dawn, we don't mind using a Gum Gum Giant to keep our threats alive. We will have a Sanji next turn. Let's see what we got. Now, remember, I beat Jewelry Bonney, I think, multiple times with Plofy. It was pretty nuck and futz. It's pretty nuck if you futz. Now, we blocked out of that. What did we get rid of? How the fuck did I block out of a 7K swing? Am I smoking crack? Oh, because we had that, because we drew. That's what happens when you draw cards. Okay, cool. So we kept all of our threats alive, and they're just like, hey, yo, you're not going to KO anything because of Rosie and Tashigi. And I say, cool, dog. Nobody wants to KO your fucking lame-ass cards anyways. We do got 3 secret Luffys burning a hole in our hand. Let's see if we can get some blocks out of the way, or they're going to take it. So they decide to take... We got 3 life. We got some life to spare. We can swing another 7. And then we can swing 7 and 7 with Luffy. Okay. 7. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Give me the... Okay. Another one. Okay, we got the blocker out of the way. If they walk it out at this point... You see what I mean? See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? They just got access to everything, dog. Holy shit. If they would have got, like, they would have leader locked this one or something, maybe that would have helped. Because when I tell you that's the only card that saves this Bonnie's ass right now. And they got it, of course. It's not searchable. No, it is actually, I think. I don't know. Anyhow. So they're able to do that. Up until that point, I was like, yo, if they play that walk it out they had, we're going to minus it by 5K and get right the fuck through it. There's not enough blockers in the world. Let's see how this works out for us. Okay, so they're going to swing there. To be honest with you, I could save that. Yeah, I was going to say I'm a little more concerned about saving my other cards. We decide to stay healthy. Okay. Me today is gonna say We got 2 life. We got a giant. That costs us 7. I could swing 11 into 5 cards. Me today swings 11 into 5 cards. See what I do. Okay, so I'm attempting to leave 1 up just in case they want a Horny Jones. Holy shit. That would have taken them 2 more cards in hand. Damn, I don't even want to watch this. Holy shit, that's tough. I don't even want to watch that. Yowza, man. Yowza. Okay, we got that. Now what are we going to do? They swing 1 more big time. Yeah, I don't know what we do here, gang. We take 14. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was our game to win. What was their hand? I'm sick. Yeah, and they probably drew into one of these. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, so I turned that card sideways. All right. If I swing 11, I know one of these is a kid. I should have remembered one of these is a kid. So you've got to have 2, 4, 6 to match 11 and then have another card. My deck won. I lost. My deck won that game for me, but I lost that game. That's tough. That's McGruff the crime dog. Because look, they had to give me an event. So now we know they had an event and they had a 1K. And then that brought them to 9. And then even if this was that 2K, we know that one of these is a kid and they lose. They can match 11, but they can't beat 11. And then we win the game. Yowza! The one time in 23% that Black Purple Luffy was going to win. We fucking blow our load. Yowza. Okay, learn from me and just understand that, hey, if you're looking at this kind of field, it is what it is, big boss. It is what it is. Getting 11 into 5 cards, it's not the worst. What really sucks? Now, what really sucks is the fact that I did 2 Gum Gum Giants and I got every brick in the world and I couldn't have 1K counter. If I had 1K counter, automatic win. Automatic win. Also, if I would have probably... I wonder if I would have gotten out of that one. No, I think I needed to save that. I wonder if I would have did that, then I would have drawn into something else. I could have taken that hit. And then, you know, I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, we should have won that one. Learn from me. Learn from me. Know when to just go for it. All right, now I do believe these are, like, the majority of these are all, like, boom, 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 especially once I start playing with the big boot scoot loop. So I do feel like Buggy is going to be an absolute, like, there's an absolute chance of running into Buggy. Expecting to not run into Buggy when people are seemingly hot on Lucci and or Sakazuki. You thinking there's not going to be any Buggies is a little cray. Just a little cray. A little cray in my opinion. But anyhow, so we're going to run into some Buggies, see what we got for him. Now, I like this hand. I choose to go first. And against blue in general, man, I'm just going to hit him hard every chance I can. And we're just giving them the business. We're just giving them the business. Okay, so we're going to be at 6 next turn. They're going to swing. We took? I don't understand. What the fuck? I thought I was at 3 life. Well, we're at 4 life. Okay, we're at 4 life. Okay, cool. So we took that hit. A little more interested in protecting our bodies than our life in this and most matchups, right? We're going to swing 5 to 5. Okay, give him 6 to 5. I want a 2K this time. give us a 2K, and we're just kind of bleeding the cards out. Now, next turn is where it really starts to heat up, because if they get rid of Zoro, that's one thing. They basically did get rid of Zoro, but the big development here is that yes, please give him Onami or whatever it takes, but we are going to be in a position to play $1 billion finisher Luffy. We're gonna boom, 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 backside into fakie. That's 7 to 5. You can give me the blocker. You can take. Okay, cool. We're gonna go ahead and swing right there. I probably should have put one on Luffy just in case. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna swing 7 again. That's that pressure. Putting on that pressure. Swinging 7 again at that ass. Yeah. Okay, we're bleeding the block. Doc. If they want to swing into anything, it's gonna cost them some development. I mean, if they definitely don't want to turn that blocker sideways, and they don't. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Well, what were you gonna do anyways? What were you gonna do anyways? What are you gonna play that out for 5? No, you couldn't. No, were you gonna play that? And they weren't gonna do shit. They weren't gonna do shit. Because next turn, I'll tell you right, fucking meow. Next turn, we're gonna play another one of these bad boys and fucking ram it down their throat again. And they've got all of one. I think that's a 1K counter. They've got no counter in hand, and they weren't about to get any counter. Yeah. No, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. Next one. I'm not even interested. Okay, so here's a blue I am interested in, and it's gonna be the big Kuz. All right. Now, okay, we get. If I see a boot scoot Luffy between now and next turns, you know what I'm saying? I am extremely interested in doing the big boot scoot special, and that is ramping to 9 as soon as humanly possible, playing out the Luffy, calling it a dizzy. I'm also thinking in this moment, and I was thinking about this the other day, what if I threw Big Mom in this bitch? Big Mom, not searchable, but what if I started putting cards back, putting threats back, adding a life, so that's a card draw, and having a 9K body on board? We decide to ramp, and that enables us to play Sanji or Luffy. They are at 4 cards in hand, so Luffy isn't going to do what we want it to do. We're going to go ahead and play it out anyways. Why the fuck not? Swing 2 6s. Yes, we'll swing 6 and 6. So now they got to give us 2Ks. Now, Kuzan, I do think, is going to be represented in the tournament. I think there's enough people that are digging blue, missing blue, and Kuzan is an interesting enough design. I can't tell you exactly like who it beats and by how much and all that shit. I don't think it's quite the like overperforming deck at this moment in time, but I think it's good enough. I'm gonna go for some hand hate. Oh yeah, give him the hand hate. What do you got for me, boss? Pay the toll. They got rid of a 2K. Was that a 2K? I'm gonna swing 7. Okay, 3 to 3 on life. I feel like we got the board. What do they want to do? What do they want to do? Next turn. Oh, you thought. Oh, you thought. Oh, they thought. Thought it down to the ground. Thought it. I think all you could have done was that and that. No, you thought. You thought, and that was cute. You thought that was cute. Not gonna happen. No, removal doesn't happen that well in this deck. I don't know, man. Blue doesn't want to play today. Let's keep. All right, here's somebody who always wants to play whether you want them to or not, and that's Blackbeard. Okay, I got the Blackbeard finisher right here. It's the Luffy finisher. This is the Blackbeard finisher. That card finds a way to beat Blackbeard no matter what, and that's why we run at least 3 of it now. At least 3 of it. We're not losing the Blackbeard if we got Secret Luffy. That's also why I threw it in my UP Luffy, okay? My blue purple blurple burp the baby Luffy, because that card beats Blackbeard. It just does. It just does. Okay. So I can develop this now, and then that's going to enable me to swing whatever's for the rest of the turn. And I'm also interested to see if they're going to do everything in their power to get rid of that card, so then I can play my real finisher Luffy and really get the game going. Let's see what we do. I'm also at my lowest weight as I drink water and everything feels good. And I'm not even feeling like I'm starving myself too bad. Like, that's the only way you could lose. That's the only way I could lose weight, because I was eating clean, but I was eating so damn much. Anybody who knows me will tell you, yeah, motherfucker eats like Luffy and Goku in real life. Oh, they did exactly what I didn't want them to do that. I really wish they didn't have the answers, because that would have made me almost untouchable. But they're not going to swing with their guy. I don't know what they're waiting on. But they got 5 Dawn and 5 or more Dawn. And I'm ready to do this thing. Oh, yeah. Now put one on my guy, right? Oh, no, we're not going to. We're risking the biscuit. We're risking the biscuit. Okay. Yowza. Didn't know what that was going to be. That's fine. Again, I would have really preferred to have one on my leader, especially since right now they have to decide between developing or swinging. However, yeah, that's not going to work. Ooh, that's not going to work. Yeah. Okay, so we get rid of the Robin. Okay, they get a blocker. That's okay with me, I guess. We got the game though. We got the game, actually. I think we factually got the game. So I can do 9. Yeah. See what they got. I don't think they got 9K encounter. No. And then now we can just load up, and you don't got 9. You definitely don't got 11 twice. You're going to block there, and I'm going to give it 12, and you ain't got it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. They didn't know how much of a maverick I can be. How much of a daredevil I can be. We would have swung anything less than what we swung with. We would have been F'd in the A. Now, perhaps they should have countered out of that first one. Would that have mattered? If they would have countered out of that. Yeah, well then I would have known that there's no way for lethal. And then I would have definitely probably I probably would have given Luffy another 9 and just got rid of something. Or maybe just another 2 swings. I can't tell you that I would have. Well, hang on. So that's 4. So that makes us 9, 13, and if so facto 16, but minus the 3 over here and here. And that 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. Okay, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could have swung 7 2 more times and then kept like these up, and then that would have been 4, 8. Como se dice? 4, 8, 11. Kind of like I'm on 11K. 11 plus. Okay, so that would have been 16. And then we would have had Gum Gum Gatling. So yeah, I could have done that. But yeah, we were hooping either way. But yeah, look at this. I mean, Luffy killer, dude. I mean, the Blackbeard killer. Love that card. Love that card in this matchup. It's the only card you need. Just play it early, play it often, let it do its thing. It's just very hard to get around for Blackbeard. Anyways, next. Okay, so before we get started in Shanks, one quick thing I wanted to point out about that last matchup too is that seeing Big Boot Scoot Luffy really did help. I really felt like that was a bully that kept that kid in their hand. It was between seeing this big ass card on the field and the Gamma Knife Search that maybe changed their course of action. Who knows? So now we're going into a Shanks. I think Shanks beats Bonney. Shanks beats Bonney. Let's see what we can get. Okay, so I like my opening hand here. I already got a ramp. I'm choosing to go first. And I'm not gonna lie, we've got the same. This is probably like the second game I'm running with that Boot Scoot Luffy, and we've got another opportunity to ramp straight to 9, swing 7s along the way, of course, and play out Big Boot Scoot Luffy early and hard. Let's see how it works. They've got 4 Dawn to work with. Okay, it looks like they're going to just do a little swing. I'll give them 2K, want to stay a little healthy. What are they going to do for 3? Another one, I'll give them that. We're going to stay healthy. Okay, right here, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to play Brook. I'm going to play Nico Robin, and I'm going to swing 7 twice at that ass. Okay. Okay, give me a 2K for that one. I'll swing 7 again. Faint like I already have the Gum Gum Giant that I'm going to use, right? Get the fuck out of here. And we're going to 9. We're going to 9. So with Shanks, you definitely want to rush that ass down. You want to create an environment that makes them feel so uncomfortable playing their big out that they don't even want to do it. They don't even want to. Now, because of this leader's particular ability, we're like, we'll just swing 5. I am tempted to swing another 5, yes, because now you got to give me the blocker. Okay, cool. And then I can just swing into the face, or I can swing into the blocker. I'm going to swing into the face, excuse me. Because we're just trying to get them down into the ground. Now, they're barely at 8. They're barely at 8. What are they going to do? That's a choice. That was quite the choice, actually. I don't understand that play whatsoever. We're going to get a Broofy. Now we're stacking it up, and we're ready to roll. I don't even need to add any more to my leader. They can block and give it a 1, or they can give me a 2K. They're going to give 1. Okay, cool. I can go ahead and swing now. Yes. And then I can even put up a blocker. Yes. We can get rid of the Brook, draw 2 more cards, and we're officially big city development. Okay, putting on that pressure. They're at 10 Dawn. What do they want to do? Actually, I know exactly what they could do, and that's the worst case scenario. They drop Shanks and fuck us and everything we stand for. I'm gonna go ahead and do this though. I'm gonna -1 Dawn. I'm gonna turn their only blocker sideways. Okay. Now we can swing 8, 8, and 8 and still have 1 up for Gum Gum Giant. Oh, yeah. -1 there, buddy, and you're still going to have to give me 2 cards. Still going to have to give me 2 cards. Absolutely. And then if they want to make another big city development, oh, okay. They don't want to play no more. I feel them. So what was going to happen here, they had quite amount of counter, but I'm swinging there, right? I'm swinging 7. Okay. You've got to give me 1, 2, 3 cards. Okay, cool. Then I swing another 7, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, cool. Then I swing another 7, and you give it to me, right? Cool. I take that last life. What would wind up happening is you would have to play a... Well, you wouldn't have anything else to play with. I'm going to get Hill's Judgment. I'm going to get all these cards. Huh. That is pretty interesting, actually. That is pretty damn interesting. I was going to have a Giant. I was going to have a Gatling. I was going to have a blocker, another blocker. That would have turned into that, though. But I guess they just didn't care to play that out anymore. Atama would have been a 2K for him. But we were putting on that pressure. And there wasn't going to be any relief on their end. They could have dropped another Shanks, and that would have spoken for. So if you drop a Shanks and you get rid of Broofy, that's great. And then if you want to swing with your Shanks into something else, that's great. I'm going to Nami out of that. And then you are going to have 2 big bodies, and I'm going to swing for the world twice. And you're going to be able to possibly... Well, at that point, you would have spent all of your... Yeah, that's what it was. Because we would have had 7, or we would have had 8 and 8 still. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4 to get out of that. Then the next one you take. Cool. And yeah, we would have just had their ass. I think I did that math wrong. But you get what I'm saying. Yeah, because they never even counted out of that. Anyways, next. Boobies, smoke if you got them. All right, so we decided to keep here. We got the Broofy at Cedri. Nothing to do. No search, no nothing. Now, we are going to be able to ramp, and that's good for us, obviously. We're going to be able to ramp right into Monk of the Aloof, which is also good for us. 5 to 5. No, I'm going to take that. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Sorry. That sucks for me, but I got to. I got to, Mugatu. Black Maria, poor favor. And go ahead and ramp daddy up. Oh, ramp me up. Ramp me up, mommy. 6 to 5. Are we taking that 4 life leader down to 3? We are. Okay, cool. Now, we do got the cards we want to see right now. We do got the cards we want to see. We got the Monk of the Loof. And then next turn we could even feasibly go into, I believe, Big Boot Scoot Loof if I'm not smoking crack cocaine. And the cool thing is we can Don hate ourselves all we want, you know, minus and minus and minus, because for this particular game we just so happen to have a Black Maria up. Yeesh. So they're going to be swinging 6 plus 2 is 8. So we got to counter out of this one because we're not going to counter out of that one. Yeah, not even a little bit. We're at 7 Dawn. We can play Luffy, go to a 7K body. That really helps our calls. We have next to no damn ass counter, though. That really sucks. Are we going for threats on the board, or what are we going for? I think we're going for threats on the board, and the problem with that is they can just turn that sideways and give us a 2K. Yeah. Now I probably should have just went ahead and swung 9 to ensure that Sanji would get out of there, because I don't have a giant. There's no reason to feint for it anyways, and I think right now it's more important that I got that threat off the board than it was for me to pretend like I have a giant, because at the end of the day I'm still gonna Gatling into Zoro and do what I gotta do to stay alive anyways. But as of right now, they're gonna get another round of big city swings. Big old city swings, dog. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mark that as another error on my part. That was an error on my part. We're at 9 Dawn though, and we can do some things. We can play that big boot. Okay, we play that out. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make an attempt for that card. We get the blocker. We're gonna go ahead and swing 7 there. We get the card. Again, we should have been swinging at this Luffy first. We should have been swinging at that Luffy first, because they have that much more opportunity to counter out. And they do. They give us 2 cards to do so. It's not looking good for us whatsoever, gang. It's not looking good for us in the slightest. So they've got some. Man, I feel like I haven't seen Dragon in this list before. That's crazy. So, what can we do? We can Hell's Judgment, and then counter out, and then counter out again. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. And then if they want to swing, they give up. Wonder why they gave up. Why does everybody give up? I hope they give up this much in real life. Okay, so if you swing there, you are 9. 11 minus 3 is 8. We would counter out of that. That's fine. And clap back. It's clap back time. If I read the field, I see 4 cards in your hand. I got another big boot Scoot Loof, and I'm going into, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going in the 10 Dawn. You've got nothing, 2K. 2, 3K in your whole hand, and perhaps that's why they didn't want to play anymore, because I played this card out, and I was going to. Then we swing a good 7, right? Because at this point, you got to understand, we have to go for game our next turn, because what was I going to do? Shell up? You know what I mean? Like, what am I actually going to do, right? So it wouldn't be about getting rid of these threats, because I'm not climbing that when I can swing here. You don't got any Dawn active sexually. So yeah, I would have to play this out, and that gives me 4 Dawn standing. And then I would swing 7 here. They would have wound up taking, which is crazy for me. I'd be like, okay. And then that would give me 5 Dawn remaining. And then I could swing another 7, and they would have wound up taking that as well. To which case I would have said, that's fucking crazy. And then I would have been able to swing. We would have had 5 Dawn remaining. I would have been able to swing 7 2 more times. And then 8 2 times. So 7 7 7 7 8 8. That would have been 6 swings. And that would have just been entirely too many cards for them to, or too many swings for them to deal with no cards. And I think they might have been able to block out of maybe one of them, but yeah, really none. So yeah, I get the quit. And also recognize that's what we would have had to do next turn. 3 life, 4 cards in hand, and you're going for game. That's a crazy way to play. But that's what you kind of got to recognize with Luffy. We didn't have any way. There's no way in hell we survive another turn. We got to go for game. Because that's when you got to know to flip the switch. That's what I failed to do in the Bonney matchup. I should have said to myself, okay, yeah, we got 2 life. I got a Gum Gum Giant in hand, but I just need to go 11 in the face. You get what I'm saying? That's what we got to be doing. Anyways. All right, gang. I choose to go first against Sakazuki, and all I want to do is rush this guy into the ground. We've got Zoro, baby. Okay, so we got that. We're going to swing 7. 4 life leader down to 3. Now they do got the Marineford out there, which is going to really help their calls when it comes to, like, you know, minusing down into the ground. But thanks to our leader ability, they can't just do Marineford into Sakazuki's ability and get como se dice, get Brook out there. They can't do it. They're going to swing there. We take. We're not really concerned. We just want to, I'm telling you, we're just trying to rush him down. Okay. And that doesn't do anything but put a body out there for him. I could play that, or I could do this. Yeah, we do that. We're going to ramp up again. And we're at 7, so we can't get any Onami play. But we can swing 7 twice at that ass. Now I'm thinking, do I go for Hina? Do I go for face? We're just going to continue to go for face. And yeah. See if we get him down to 2. We get him down to 2. Okay. Now with Hina on the board, we do have plenty of swings. They've got to decide, do they want to develop? Do they want to swing over? You know what I'm saying? Do they want to play cards to remove? What do they want to do? They're going to do a little bit of everything. Guess what we're going to do? God bless, we're crazy pants. Swing 5 at that ass. Okay. Swing 7. Okay. Swing 6 at him, which is really weird. I don't know why I did it like that. Oh, we're going to just go ahead and swing 7 twice. Yes. Swing 7 again. Okay, 2 2Ks. And we're going into Big Boot Scoot Loof or Monkey to Loof. And if we Monkey to Loof, we'll be a 7K leader with Hell's Judgment burning a hole in our hand. Now, they're going to have to climb this wall right here. And it's not going to be too hard. It's actually not going to be hard at all. That's why we wanted to get all that value ahead of time. So now what are they going to play? They're swinging 5 there. Give them the 2K. We don't want to go down to 0. Okay. Brook. Okay. And another big Kuz. Well, gang, it was fun while it lasted. It's time to go for it. I'm going to do 3 fucking 7s. You got 3 cards in hand? You said you got 3 cards in hand? Yeah, I'm going to go for it, dog. I'm going for 8 twice and a 7. 2 8s and a 7. You got to have it. You got to have it. I just don't care. I just don't care. I know what beats this leader. It's rush. You can swing at this leader enough, you win the game. There we go. Oh, you ain't got it? Oh, you ain't got it. Oh, you had bricks. Oh, you wanted to play for a long time? Turn 5, the game's over. How about that? Oh, you wanted to play the game. We're not here to play games. We don't play games with Sakazuki. So, I mean, look, man. That's what it looks like. Speed motion. Speed. Established body. Established body. Too heavy to swing. We just swing. 7, 7, 7, 7. Oh my gosh. All of these 7s. Bleed the block. You got rid of it. I'm going to play it again. I'm going to swing 8 with it first. We swing 8 with it first because that's going to -2 Dawn and give us another Dawn sexually active so that we can swing another 7 with our leader. So we just swung 8. You got rid of the Rebecca or whatever the fuck you did. I swung 7. I swing 8. You ain't got it. You ain't even got 1 counter in your hand. That's the big bad Sakazuki matchup. Are we down to 0? Yes. Did we survive the clap back? Absolutely not. But that's how you got to play it. Got to ride the lightning. All right, gang. We just got back. We just got done with the Sakazuki, and this should be a subdued blue purple Luffy. Okay, man. I am pushing the time today, but fuck, you know, I'm trying to give you guys the matchups. I really am. Okay, so we got two searches. We were able to find us a Sanji and a big boot scoot Luffy, which I feel is really good in this matchup. Zoro, how Ro can Zoro is the question. We're gonna go ahead and ramp that up. I would like to search. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and search again. A Nico Robin could be helpful in this matchup just because of the hand hate. Then we can go and swing 7. I would have swung 7. Let's swing 7. Come on, guys. Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? Swing 7. Should have swung 7. Anyways. Okay, they're gonna give me that. I give up a Sanji because I have 2 Sanjis. They're gonna get rid of that, and they're gonna swing 7. That's the one we're gonna definitely take. Okay. Now, they've got the Dawn. They definitely have Dawn. So we can swing 6 there. Swing 7 there. They take. Okay. And we do have some counter for that ass. And we decided we should have took that hit. Mihawk. Mihawk, ladies and gentlemen. Mihawk. You hawk, I hawk, we all hawk for Mihawk. That was a tough one. That was a tough pill to swallow right there, buddy. Okay, but we're right back on track. We're going to go ahead and swing. Let's swing 10 at him. Do we swing 6 and 10? Yes. Okay. So we got 2 life. They may not be trying to blow us out of the water right now. Not just yet. All I'm worried about is them not developing and swinging at our big Luffy because we only have 2K encounter. Yeah, they got 10. They got 10 Dawn, but they swing at big boot scoot Luffy for a little F in the A because I countered out of an earlier attack with that Maria. Yeah, that's tough. Now, if I would have took that hit, I would have just countered out with Maria, and I would have, you know, that would have been a loss. That would have been a waste on them. However, if I was down to 1 life, let's be real. If I was down to 1 life and they're representing a 9K swing and a 6K swing with 10 Dawn available, they probably just blow me out of the water and call it a day. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'm going to go ahead and do that. And now we'll go ahead and swing 8 into 6. See what we can get. Okay, we get nothing. You remember that curb? My chances for survival, my chances for victory, and it's getting worse each round. It is getting worse. I'm going to do Hell's Judgment just to get out of it. And that really does help. They play another one. Another one. I'm glad I picked up my Mihawks a long time ago. Back in the Sakazuki days. Yeah, I think we're cooked. I think we're cooked. It's the Nami that's blocking. Yeah, it's a couple of things that makes me believe that we're just cooked. 7 into 4, just give me the Nami. You survive. You swing 9, however many more times. Instead of even doing that, they just, yeah, another 7 into 4. Give me the Nami. And it, yo ho ho, and a bottle o come. 9 to 7 twice. Plus 10 Dawn. Plus they have effectively just like clipped our wings, dude. Clip the wings. Yeah, and it's the fact that like the Mihawk doesn't care. So like Big Mom was tough because, you know, she puts a 6 cost body away. Well, if we have our business, if we put one on our leader, well, guess what? It doesn't matter. Man, that Nami surviving really chaps our ass. I was just gonna say it doesn't matter, but it doesn't. I'm sorry. I'm trying to finish my thought. The Big Mom will put away a 6 cost body, but whether we have a Dawn on our leader or not, these Mihawks, they put away a 7. They put away a 7. They don't care. This is a no Sanji play. No Sanji's played match. Kind of saw what I wanted. They saw the Mihawks on curb. That was it. That was it. These Mihawks are getting rid of bottom decking Cavendishes. They're bottom decking all of Green's mid-level threats. They're bottom decking Horny Jones. They're bottom decking everything. So long as you don't have the cards out there that prevent them from doing so. So, yeah, that's pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts. That's going to be something to really think about going into it. Perhaps, you know, and it wouldn't be the first time. My hair looks fucking crazy this morning. It wouldn't be the first time because, you know, when they were banned and restricted and they put Whitebeard through the ringer back in the gap, they actually they developed Strawbeard, and it made it even more efficient, more consistent, more threatening, believe it or not. So sometimes when you put on that pressure, it's like holding your finger over a faucet or some shit. You know, the what does come through is really hard and effective stream. Gotta love that hard and effective stream. See if I got time for one more. All right, gang, we already made it this far. Might as well play one more. Let's get some Rayleigh out here. Now, I chose to go second because I know how much they love to go second. And maybe I should have chose first. Maybe. But anyways, we're gonna block out of this first hit. Probably. Okay, so we can ramp straight to Big Boot Scoot Luffy. Now we're gonna be able to swing 8 into Zoro, and that's really cool because we might get rid of him. Might not. Damn. Okay, they know what time it is. Yeah, it's all about us being able to get rid of their bodies as they play them on the board. Now they've got a Dearly Departed and a basically their Diable Jamble is the way I like to call it. Here we're gonna go ahead and let them have it. And not that much. Yeah. No, that sort of would be too bold. We can play Brook, and Brook is going to help us. Brook is going to be a little bit of a commander on the board. You know what I mean? Now, sometimes I would like to not even swing into him and just like whatever, but I know we got to get him out of there as soon as we can, when we can, right? Because I just don't even want this guy having any more cards. You know what I mean? But what do we got here? We got 5 to 5. Yeah, we can keep it alive just one time. One time for the one time. And then what are they going to do? Okay. It's very important to like show the same cards. Don't give them any new data, if you will. We could save that. If we save that card now, that card is going to be, yes, that card will be getting got, but it's going to be got by something else. So it was unfortunate that they had another rusher to play. I know that most lists don't run too many of them. So, but yeah, best believe we're about to get a, you know, minimal 7-8K swing in this Luffy. And they're doing a searchy search. What are they going to grab? They reveal and draw observation hockey. Okay, another observation hockey. Now, they don't swing with their Luffy. That's interesting to me. I guess they don't want it to go. But I think we can get rid of it either way. Now we decide we're going to see another card. We decide to see another card. I can swing 5 there. That gets rid of that. Or I can swing 7 into what would be now 3. Yeah, and that should get rid of that. Should. It does. Now we're going to swing the big body. Now we got the biggest stick, one of the biggest sticks in the game, right? 10K body in general, but we got a big stick out there. They're never going to climb that. To my knowledge, from what I understand, they're never going to climb that. If I see a monkey to dragon come out here, I'm calling a judge. Okay. So, here we go. They got 6. They still can't climb that 7. Not like that. Not like that, buddy. Okay. They're going to give them 6. If they put another Dawn, okay, so now they're 10. Yeah, I'm not going to let them go. Not for that, buddy. Not for that. Not in the slightest. Sorry. Better luck next time. Now, what do they got left? 6. That's 4. That's 9, 10, 11, 12. If they invest every bit of their Dawn and swing into Big Luffy, they could do it. If they still could do it if they give us that one, because right now they got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if they invest every bit of Dom, they could still do it. They also just grabbed Mulgun, which could mean they're going to get rid of Brook. They could do that. But if they get rid of Brook, we're definitely going to get rid of their Luffy and keep it goofy. All right. Let's see what we get. Yeah, 10 to 10 was not the move. 10 to 10 was not the move whatsoever, Buster. So I know they really want this Luffy around. And I'm going to do everything I can to kind of get rid of that. So I can minus it 3. I would like to get rid of it in one fell swoop, right? Because there we go. We want to get rid of it in one fell swoop because we want these 2 hits to go straight to their leader. We can maintain the lead. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we got him down to 1 life. We haven't seen a Broofy. We haven't seen a secret Luffy, but we did get our big stick out there, and I think he's doing quite the work, putting in the work, putting in the man hours. They are at 10 Dawn. They've got 100,000 cards in hand. We'll see what they can do. We will see what they can do. Huh. Okay, Kid and Killer. Now, I'm at 3 life. So they have to swing at the life before Kid and Killer's ability procs. So I wonder what and how they're going to get around that, what they're going to do. Which means they're going to have to invest. The fact they were still able to do that really chaps my ass. That was the boneheadedest play of the year, and they still got away with it. Wow. Let's go big Luffy. Yeah, let's go big finisher Luffy. Let's do that. So I can swing there, put 2 back. I should probably be going for that. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go for the Kid and Killer. Okay. Are they gonna? That Kid and Killer is gonna be all right. Yeah, the thing's gonna survive. Okay. So we're getting down to the gritty of the nitty of variety. The nitty of the gritty variety. They got rid of 1 to never doubt is true power. They have another one. It looks like they have a Mulgun. They can easily get rid of our Luffy here. They've got to be able to... All they got to do at this point is, yeah, that. Give Luffy plus 2k. And then play that out. Pop that. Okay. Now they got to finish me off, though. Now they have to be able to kill me. I can take there. Okay. I'm really only doing that so I can have some more cards. Why see 1 card when I can see 2? Okay, so we have that. That could actually help me. We could play that out, yeah. Okay, I can swing 7 one more time into, yeah, get rid of a threat on board. Okay. So now I've got Hell's Judgment plus 1 life plus a blocker. I know I can't take a hit because I know that they have a 0 cost ability. I know that they got their Diable Jamble. Yeah. So if I can get around these swings, great. And the swings I can't get around, I've got to be able to Hell's Judgment and the Trafalgar Law. Whatever, dude. I don't got time to do this all damn day. Okay, so what? They had 2, that's 6, 8. 8k swing. This was going to be a 7k swing. This could be another 5. This could be another. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Huh. Okay, so let's talk about what we had here. If they swing 8, I could take that 8 down to 5 and then give them that and minus that into the ground as well. And then that's a 4. So I could get by these 2 swings. Okay. And then that gets me out of that swing. That makes that a 4. Even when they swing with their ability. So they're going to have to give me at least 3, right? 3 Dawn there to make that a 7. This is they can't make this a 5 anymore because they don't have the another event. So they're just going to have to invest in that the old fashioned way. So basically 1 2 3 would make that a 7. 1 2 3 4 5 would make that a 10. Or make that 4 would make that a 7. And then yeah, plus a 2k. So I would have gotten out of this attack. If they made another 7 move, I could have blocked. And then if they swung big, yeah, so that would have been -3. Okay. Then 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Even if they did 3, 6, 7 for Zoro. And then that would have had to been... Yeah, I think we would have won that one, actually. I think we would have. Because of Usohachi being a 2K. And having the Hell's Judgment. Hell's Judgment plus that would have gotten us out of it. And then whatever. I think they just quit because they blew their load on their ability right here. But yeah. Yeah. That's Rayleigh. No fucking Broofy, no nothing. Let's take it over to just a look. Well, there you have it, gang. Man, I put myself through the ringer, both playing them all and calling them all back, commentating them all back. Yowza, man. I don't even know if I'll be going live after this shit. I might just make sure this video gets posted and call it a fucking dizzy. But yeah, I feel like the deck didn't do as bad as I thought it would do, actually. As a matter of fact, I would have beat that Bonney. That was my play. I would have beaten the Bonney. Now I know that I'm not going to win against every Bonney, but I could have definitely won that one. The boot scoot loof, that was a tough one. That was really tough. I mean, them getting rid of our bodies, regardless of them being 7 or not, that's really tough. That's really tough. Another reason why Bonney's tough is because Carrot doesn't matter if you put one on your leader or not. But Sanji's good. Oh, man. It has been a day, dog. It has been a day. Yesterday I was running in, according to my phone, what feels like 102 humidity through the roof. And let's just say I thought I was going to die, but we're all right. 5Ks and terrible weather. It's not where it's at. I think I'll just do 2 miles when it's that hot outside. I think I'll just do 2 miles and walk the rest. Did not need to do a 5K yesterday with that bullshit going on. But anyways, yeah, I really like the list. I still like it. Still a lot of fun. Still consistent. I do like this being there. Brooke only showed up in one match. And didn't even show up in the greens. It's just a slow ass play, man. It just feels pretty damn slow to say I'm going to do something special next turn when all of these do something now, immediately. And I think that there's only room for now immediately in this list. I could see a list where, but that sucks because I'll be losing 2 1K counters. Because I was going to say I could see myself going up 1 here, calling that a gap. But that's a little tough to say. I want 2 less counters, please. Yeah, that's tough. It's a little tough. But anyways, man, I think I'm all talked out on this one. I think it's basically going to be some pick your poison action. If you want something like my man Shade Slayer sent me, nothing wrong with this. Sometimes Frankie can be an attacker, and that's why that's good. Sometimes I wonder if I want Frankie or Onami. Only reason is because Frankie is going to also minus you Dawn, right? Where Onami is not going to minus you Dawn. She's going to get rid of one of these Zoros you're not going to play, or one of these searchers you don't want to play, because that searcher is going to search you 3 cards, but she'll grab you 2 cards. Frankie does do the same thing, but you know. Anyways, maybe I'll mess with this list next. We'll just see how we do. But I really liked having that big stick. The other things I would wonder about is what if we threw some Lin in there, right? If we threw some Lin in there, That just looks wrong. Yeah, if we threw some Linlin in there and we started, you know, bottom decking, shit like that, uncut gems, things like that. Ragnarok for some removal. I'm just thinking of things that worked so well in my Pelofi list. You know what I mean? Maybe we do this. Actually, that's the easier way to do it. Maybe we do something crazy like this. Who else? You know what I mean? You picking up what I'm putting down? We definitely have to get rid of that. And we can get rid of that. And yeah, because we got more 2Ks in that place. And we'd have to get rid of 3 cards. That's only 8 cards that ramp us. Cramp us. No. That's actually more than enough. We got this. Okay, so we have 4, 8, 12 cards that ramp us. Only thing I could think to do after that is get rid of this. We can do 1 less of that for sure. This isn't, man. If we resigned ourselves to doing this, getting down 2 of those, that would be really cool. We could do 1 less here and 1 less there. I don't know. I'm going to save that as Pladofi. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that already is Plofi. B Plofi. Question mark? Can you save question marks? You cannot. You cannot. So we'll just do B Plofi. I'm actually interested in trying that out. Oh, we didn't even put no Gum Gum Giants. You can't win the game without Gum Gum. Oh, they are right there. I'm just saying. We've got 4, 8, 11 cards that ramp us. 4, 8, 12 2Ks. We've got the Lin. We've got Ragnaroks. We ain't even got no Broofy. What are we doing? What are we doing? We need the brew. I don't know. We'll get into it, gang. We'll figure it out. But yeah, just a little interesting list. You guys getting those comments. Maybe if we did that. Then could we get by on 1 less of any of these? I don't know. 12 2Ks. Maybe 1 less. All right. I've obviously been in the kitchen for too long. We're about to do a little too much coping, but I do really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. What is going on with my hair? My hair is looking just a little too bedhead crazy. Holy shit, dude. That was crazy. Look at that. Holy shit. I just wake up, I throw the straw hat on, and I think that everything's going to be all right. It's not all right. Got hair flying out the sides. God bless America. Anyways, it's been Murado Music, 3-piece TCG, Beer, Pirates TCG. I will be mixing and mastering this video immediately and putting out to you the same fucking day today. It's 10:14 right now, CST. So let's see how long it takes me to get this done and out to you. All right. Love you guys. Love yourself. Respect others. Catch me in the next one. Do smash that like button. Finger pop that subscribe. Turn on the bell. Really helps the channel. And yeah. Peace.
Stuck up in it. Stuck in it. I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change.